Good morning, Hope Church family and friends. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Burning Daylight. It is time to rise and shine and give God the glory this morning. And I'm looking forward to sharing the word with you, reading devotions, and getting some truth and encouragement today. So for today, we are reading and living out of the Live Dead Joy book by Dick Brogden. And today's reading will be coming from a couple of different chapters. So if you're not going to take the time with me to sit down and read this morning, make sure to jot these down and have them available, or have your devotional book with you, and of course your Bible to read along. The readings for today are Psalm 99, Jonah chapter 1, John chapter 3, and Galatians chapter 5. I will be reading the devotional with you as well as the Psalm 99. And then if you will take some time today, either this morning, this afternoon, or this evening, and take that time to spend in the Word and just being encouraged and refilled and refueled for the week. And we just ask God to be in this time with us, to bring encouragement to our hearts and conviction if needed, and just to be together, glad and grateful to share this time together. So today's book is going to be Becoming Less is our devotion for today. It says, God's presence compels, fuels, and demands mission. We cannot claim to be intimate with Jesus and not be passionately stirred for the nations. To know anything about Jesus is to know that he yearns to be glorified by every tribe, tongue, people, and nation. This knowledge is a fire of love because he knows our highest satisfaction is in his deepest praise. A Christian who is not burdened, prayerful, and agonized over people who do not know Jesus is an incomplete and short-sighted Christian. In our folly, we would rather relinquish God's presence than spread his love to those we fear or resent. Jonah exemplifies a common adverse reaction toward those who resist Jesus. Yet Jesus is unwavering in his mission, and when we understand his aims while refusing to join with those aims, we lose intimacy with him. We experience a tempest in our souls and a disturbance in heaven. We would rather people refuse Jesus than suffer so they might receive him. In order for Jesus to increase, we must decrease. But we were always reluctant to become less. Interestingly, we shrink in importance the more people come to know Jesus, because the more our disciples know Jesus, the less they need to notice us. Though this should cause us to celebrate, our natural selves do not like to be diminished. It is even possible that some of our reluctance to reach the unreached is because the more they're reached, the less we're needed. The more mature the indigenous church, the less necessary the missionary. Contrary to what the Spirit intends, sending churches tend to laud frontier missionaries as heroic. We make missionaries bigger and bigger while God makes them smaller and smaller. And that's the devotional for today. And then we're going to take a few moments and read out of the Word, and that's going to be Psalm chapter 99. It says, Praise to the Lord for his holiness. The Lord reigns. Let the peoples tremble. He dwells between the cherub. Let the earth be moved. The Lord is great in Zion, and he is high above all the peoples. Let them praise your great and awesome name. He is holy. The king's strength also loves justice. You have established equity. You have executed justice and righteousness in Jacob. Exalt the Lord your God and worship at his footstool, for he is holy. Moses and Aaron were among his priests, and Samuel among those who called upon his name. They called upon the Lord, and he answered them. He spoke to them in the cloudy pillar. They kept his testimonies and the ordinance he gave them. You answered them, O Lord our God. You were to them God who forgives. Though you took vengeance on their deeds, exalt the Lord our God and worship at his holy hill, for the Lord our God is holy. And the one thing that kept sticking out to me in this one is that they called upon him and he answered. And I was actually speaking to someone recently, and isn't it nice to know, they reminded me, isn't it nice to know that when you call on the Lord, that he always answers? Sometimes we need to reach out to somebody and they're not available right then and there, and sometimes we get discouraged or frustrated, but you don't ever have to be that way with the Lord. And I'm so thankful for that reminder in Psalm 99 that he says you can call upon the Lord and that he will answer. So if you have any needs today, pray that you would call upon him so that he can reach out to you and be your answer. Well, thank you so much again for joining us. I hope that you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And if we get to see you on Wednesday night, please join us at 6:30. We have youth group for the kids, and then we have adult Bible study. Again, another amazing time together that we get to not only be together and to celebrate community with each other, but also get to hear the word. And then, of course, Sunday mornings. We'd love to have you with us. If you haven't joined us in person, come on out. We'd love to be with you, and have a great week.